A majority of commerce and a majority of what happens in business is not polarized like that. It is actually in the middle and much messier. And the problem I see is that if you start down that road in too much of an extreme, what happens is that suddenly, like, a lot of the middle ground here disappears into this area where you have to evaluate, like, why did you sell hamburgers to this group or these people or this senator? And I just feel like at some point that gets so damaging to the fabric of society that actually makes me worried. Like, if there is no middle ground, if there is no place to just say, like, hey, this is a restaurant and we serve people who are hungry, and we don't know their political affiliations, we don't know everything about them, and they use a point of sale system. And I can imagine a world in which the company that provides that POS starts getting really careful and looking up Yelp reviews, etc., to make sure that they're not going to be in trouble for selling their point of sale system to a restaurant. Like, that's not an extreme version of where this goes. Like, that's actually that's where things are trending in some ways. And that does make me nervous.
It depends on your definition of extreme, because that's what we're really talking about here, is what is the definition of extreme? As a total sidebar, I loved that you thought of a restaurant, because how did restaurants operate all the way up until, let's say, the mid 1960s?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was,
okay.
Yeah,
So
very inequitable.
Very inequitable, very Jim Crow. They still served people, but did they do it absolutely fundamentally wrong? Yes. And, so therefore what we're talking about is the definition of extreme. And in my mind, it is not extreme to say that you cannot use our tools, our products, our services to do 3 or 4 fundamental things. Undermine the liberties of others. That's a very broad concept. You cannot use tools or services or structures to revoke or otherwise pollute or destroy environmental access. You cannot use tools or services or products to create or sell disinformation and lies. There's 3 things right there that are not extreme, but are root cause contributions to where we as a country are right now.